Hi, I'm Andy from Autodesk Navisworks. In this video I'm going to show you how to inspect selected items. I'm going to start off by selecting an item directly in the scene view. If I now click the Selection Inspector button to open up the Selection Inspector, then you can see how the item properties are shown. And if I hold down the Control key and select multiple items, then I can see the properties for all of the items. These properties are created in the application that the item or model was originally authored in, and can include data such as a file name, CAD layer information, or materials. And notice how at the top of the window I'm kept informed of the number of selected items. If I open up the selection tree, then you can see that it's just as effective if I select items here. And I can also select items based on the search or selection set they're in. You can learn more about using search and selection sets in our learning video, Creating Intelligent Groups of Objects. Whichever way you've selected items, you can now use the Selection Inspector to inspect them in more detail. I've selected a set, so each item contained in the set has its properties shown here. And notice how different lines have different icons. If I hover the mouse over them, a tooltip will tell me what item type they denote, whether it's a model, a layer, an item group, or an item of geometry, and so on. These are the same icons that are used in the selection tree. Now by default, only a couple of item properties are shown in the Selection Inspector, but I have the power to quickly add as many as I want. I just click the Quick Property Definitions button, and I can now add from a huge range of property types. Click OK, and if I make the Selection Inspector a bit bigger, you can see that these properties have been added instantly. Now I'm going to make it a bit smaller again, because I want to show you how you can inspect in the scene view the items you have selected. I just click the Show Item button, and the scene view focuses in on the item. This is really nice, because it can inspect item properties here, whilst visualising it in the physical context here. And if I have items selected that I'm not interested in, then I can easily deselect them directly in the Selection Inspector. And finally, if I want to keep track of this selection of items for future inspection, then I can either export the item details to a CSV file, or I can save them as a selection set. The Sets window opens and you can see that the set is added, and you can rename it as required. So I've shown you how to select one or more items, then quickly inspect their properties and location in the model, before saving your selection for future reference. Why not try the Selection Inspector out for yourself and see how it improves item visibility? Thanks for watching.